I already primed my face with the Tooth Over. I already primed my face, and I'm going in with some foundation first. This is by Beige Cosmetics. The shade I have is 209 Ivory Beige. The shade of this foundation is too dark for me. I dragged it down my neck, so I'm going to help try to match it up. And I'm going to go in with a really light foundation. This is by Makeup Revolution. It's the Conceal and Define foundation in F6.5, and it's too light for me. So I'm going to put it in the places that I would put concealer, you know, if you were using it to highlight, but I'm using this foundation just because concealer, you know, concealer is a little bit like heavier. And I want to put it all on the high points of my face, anywhere I want to bring, you know, some more brightness. And like, I am layering a lot of foundation, but because I put such a thin layer of the first one on, I'm not worried about it being like too thick because I'm blending them out really well, and I'm only putting like a little bit on to start with. So that just like evens out the whole coloring of the foundation. And I'm not going to do concealer underneath my eyes because that foundation is just full coverage enough. I don't think I need to add more products. For blush, I'm using this cream blush. For blush, I always end my sentences with like an up, as if it's a question. For is this blush? I don't know why. It's kind of annoying. When I go back to edit, I realize it, and it's kind of bothers me because it sounds annoying. For blush, I am using this one by e.l.f. It's no longer available. It's just a cream blush, kind of a mauve-y pink color, and it's shiny, and it just looks like that on my cheeks. I set my face and the blush with some setting powder, and now I'm going to add some highlighter. This is by Wet n Wild. So I added some setting spray all over my whole face, and now I'm going in with some mascara. This is Urban Decay Perversion mascara. I had to leave my house really quickly, so I had to cut the video short whenever I was filming earlier. So I just had to finish up some of my makeup. I put on some like this raspberry lip stain that I have, and I put on some mascara. I did my eyebrows. So for my eyes, I'm going for green, and I don't have an eyeshadow palette that just has like just green in it. So I'm going to, you know, have to go in with a few different palettes. I'm starting with this one by Iconic London. It's called the Beachside Babe eyeshadow palette. I'm using this green shade right here called Ocean Deep on just a fluffy blending brush, putting it into my crease. Put a little bit of this on the lower lash line as well. I'm blending that into my crease plus above it, but not really on my lid because I'm gonna go later and cover that up with some concealer. So I've got it like blended like evenly on both eyes, but now I'm just going to go and deepen up the shadow that I already have there with just a little bit more of the same color, and just to make sure that it's very like visible. It's a little bit deeper, a little bit more green. I'm adding like more shadow into the crease here, blending, and then as I'm not taking any more shadow when I go to blend out the edges, and just keep blending out. I'm taking this kind of a flat oval brush, just something like flat like this. I'm using this like cream concealer from e.l.f. and I'm going to cut out my crease by just placing that concealer on my lid and just kind of dragging it down towards like my lashes. Whenever I cut my crease with concealer, what I'll do is I'll place the concealer like all over my lid, and then I will look, like open my eyes all the way like that to where the lid and the like upper portion of my eyelid connects, and it'll transfer the concealer over there, and that way I know where to like completely draw the cut crease up, because I draw my cut crease up a little bit above. So now over top of this concealer that I put down, I'm going in with this other eyeshadow palette. This is by Violet Voss. It's the Essentials Pro Series eyeshadow palette, and it's got a few shades. I'm using this green one called Emerald. And I'm using a little brush similar to the other one I had, and I'm just pressing this shimmery shadow all over that concealer. Now, you don't have to cut your crease with concealer when you're doing this colors that are like similar like this. I like to do it because I like the shadow sticking to the concealer. It just makes it more like, you know, vibrant. But you can just use the shadow like itself without concealer under and just do like the same type of shape. There's a little bit of fallout from this shimmery shadow, so I'm taking a fluffy brush and some face powder and then just kind of like wiping it away. Money in a bag and I stole the keys. That was the last time you ever saw me. I put a little bit of highlight on my inner corners, and now I'm going in with a black shadow. This is from the Violet Voss palette, but just any black shadow. Taking it on a little flat brush like this, and I'm going to put a little bit of this on my lower lash line. Just stamp it like right about where my actual lashes are on the bottom there. Then I'm going to take a little bit of a bigger brush and blend it just a bit. So now what I'm going to do, the last thing I'm going to do for the eyes, I'm going to take a black pencil liner, and I'm going to tight line my lower lash line first. I'm tight lining my lower and upper lash line waterlines, and also bringing it all the way into the inner corner, so tightening all the way around my eyes that way. And then I smoked out the bottom of my lower lash line with a little bit more black and a little more of that green shadow. And this is the finished look. I'm going to top off my lips with some clear gloss. Or sheer, I meant to say. And then add a little bit more mascara. I have some on already, but I'm going to put some more on. And here's the finished look. And I'm going to show you my outfit real quick of the day. I'm wearing this like just navy and white striped top. I have my, this looks like a very nautical like colors to me. So I have my little 1999 seagull necklace on. And just this wide black skirt. And my tall like knee-high boots. And I had my hair down this morning and it looked like, it was kind of curled and it looked nice, but it was really humid. So it kind of just went a little bit frizzy and I had to put it up into like a little clip. And I really hope that you enjoy watching this video. If you're interested in seeing more content from me on my channel, I post twice a week, Mondays and Thursdays at 8 a.m. And I really hope that you subscribe if you like this video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!